welcome to The Explainer. Today we're taking a look at a really interesting corner of the internet, a private network that has a bit of an emptiness problem. And we're going to explore a super clever solution called cross seeding. So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the anonymous network itself, I2P. Then we'll dig into that echo chamber problem it's facing. After that, we'll see how a digital bridge gets built to connect it to the regular internet. And finally, we'll get into why this connection is such a game changer for everyone involved. Okay, let's dive right in. First things first, what exactly is this private internet we're talking about? Just imagine for a second, a version of the internet where everything you do is shielded, where your identity is wrapped in layers of encryption. It's a space that was built from the ground up with privacy in mind. Well, that's basically I2P, the Invisible Internet Project. Now, it's not a whole separate physical network or anything like that. Think of it more like a software layer, a private, encrypted space that sits right on top of the public internet that you and I use every day. So you might be asking, why would you use this for something like torrenting? Well, the advantages are pretty huge. The number one draw is total anonymity. Your real IP address, it never gets leaked. Instead, it's replaced by this long encrypted string. And this doesn't just protect your privacy, it can also help you get around some annoying network restrictions. All right, on to our next section, because this is where we hit the core challenge. You see, all that privacy is fantastic, but, well, it comes with a pretty significant trade-off. And this slide right here lays out that trade-off perfectly. You've got the regular internet, what people call the Clearnet, with a just vast ocean of content, but really low privacy. I2P completely flips that script. You get incredibly high anonymity, but the pool of available content, it's a lot smaller. And this quote from the source material just nails the problem. It's that classic chicken and egg situation, right? People want privacy, but they also want content. And if there's no content, fewer people join, which means, you guessed it, less content gets shared. It's a vicious cycle. So what do? How do you get all those files from the public internet over to this private one without destroying the very anonymity it's built to protect? This is where things get really clever. The answer isn't to start from scratch. No, the answer is to build a bridge. It's a technique called cross seeding or bridging. And what it does is it allows a single file to be shared with people on the regular internet and with people on the private I2P network, all at the same time. And the process itself is way more straightforward than you might think. You just start with a regular old torrent file, then you edit its list of trackers, which are kind of like the address books for the file, and you swap out the public ones for I2P-only addresses. Then you just save this new modified file and share it on the I2P network. That's it. Okay, so let's see what that actually looks like. Here's a standard torrent client. See that long list of addresses under trackers? Each one of those is a public server on the Clearnet, and they're all helping connect people who are sharing this file. And here it is. This is the magic step. You take that entire list of public trackers, you just wipe it clean, and you replace it with one or two special trackers that only operate inside the private I2P network. And boom, just like that, the bridge is built. Your client can still find and share with people on the public internet just like it always does, but now it can also connect with anonymous peers on the I2P network using those new trackers. You are officially connected to both worlds at once. So let's get to our final section. Why is this simple little trick such a big deal? I mean, this isn't just about getting one more file. This is about building an entire digital ecosystem. Honestly, the payoff is huge. Every single time somebody cross-seeds a torrent, the library of available content on I2P gets bigger. That in turn attracts more users who are looking for privacy, and more users means faster speeds and a healthier, more vibrant community. It creates this amazing, self-reinforcing loop. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. We've seen how a pretty simple technical bridge can solve the problem of an empty private space by connecting it to a vast public one. So it really makes you wonder, what other digital worlds out there could we connect to build a better, more resilient, and more private internet for all of us?